Alright, match 5. Things are proceeding quite quickly today at the Hyderabad Pickleball League. We are at 3-1. The Raptors are at 3. The Starry Smashers will have to do some soul searching, I would say. Things haven't gone like they would have wished.
But I gotta say, the Starry Smashers seem to be experimenting with their lineup. Don't you say like this is the regular lineup that we usually see?
I agree. A little bit of a swerve there, almost a table tennis kind of flick, a smash there, but returned safe. Well placed by Shail. Ooh, some luck there, and the captors of the Raptors.
Shail tried to give a spin cycle on that, but to no avail.
Ball out, declared.
The Raptors now having a very comfortable 4-0 lead. And interestingly, they have their captain in the lineup against this Starry Smasher squad.
Beautiful placement
Both
there by
players going at
Rishabh.
the ball.
Can he take advantage of the gap? Oh, powerful smash, jumps and smashes. That was it. Raunak had a chance to return it, unfortunately couldn't. A little too aggressive there by Rishabh, the captain of the Raptors.
But I gotta say, in terms of like unique names, this matchup has two players from both sides having one of the most unique names I've seen.
I agree.
Player number 1, I would say, is Thamin.
Thamin.
The second player is Shail. Have you ever seen these kind of names before?
I have seen Shail. I think there was a singer called Shail about a decade and a half ago. But yeah, there was a singer called Shail. So I'm familiar with Shail.
I gotta say, like, Shail, actually, I thought it was Sail. Seems like a nurse had made a mistake long time back and he's now stuck with Shail right now.
No, but Shail is a name. Actually, it's interesting. We should Google what Shail means.
We should Google what Shail means.
Or we shall.
We shall indeed. Please don't hate us.
Shail means mountain or rock in Sanskrit. Wow, I didn't know that. I studied Sanskrit for 5 years in my life. I didn't know that. I love that about Eastern countries, that every name is not just a name, it has a meaning. You know, what does Ajitesh mean?
Ajitesh.
I'll try to break it down.
Okay.
See, Esh is a suffix that means God. Jeet means victory, but since comes in front of it, so it's the opposite of Jit. Ajitesh. So Ajit must mean something, and the god of Ajit is Ajitesh. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. I mean, I studied Sanskrit for 5 years, but I was not very good at it.
That was
the god of something, though.
It's a god. It is a god. It is a god of something. I'm gonna use the god of AI right now to understand what god that is.
Meanwhile, while Ajitesh looks that up, that was a beautiful backhand drive by Raunak. Raptors are cruising their way home. It's 6-1 already. Ajitesh means the lord of the unconquerable, so I was kind of right. Because Jeet means victory. Ajit means unconquerable. You are the lord of the unconquerables. Yep. Not too far off the mark, to be honest, but just a little underconfident, I would say.
Well, I knew I was the Hindu deity Vishnu, but modern day India doesn't like the color. But it's a great day for me because I finally know the meaning of my name.
Yep.
Seems like the nurse didn't make a mistake after all.
All right, coming back into the match, a lot of dinking. Whenever there is a rally involves a lot of dinking, it's always a case of who blinks first.
So let's get back to names. What do you think Thamin means?
We should look it up. Beautiful smash there by Thamin, by the way. Thamin means precious, valuable, or expensive. All right. Now, since we are already in the flow, what does Rishabh mean, you think? Rishi means a monk or a saint, unless the etymology is derived from the root word, Rish. I don't know if it has anything to do with the monk. We'll find that out quickly. Ooh, what a passage of play there. Quick backhand rally.
I would say that shot was mountainous, solid as a rock.
Ooh. Lovely passage of play. Copped off by the beautiful smash by Rishabh.
That rally had intensity like any other. Seems like both teams are getting into this play. Let's see where this takes us. Ooh, the net coming in favor for the Raptors.
Some
And
luck
saying,
there.
Starry smashes, you are rejected because it went straight to the net. And they lost the point. Score is 10-1.
Smash! Ooh.
Slow motion, but the Raptors were precise with that. They knew exactly that the ball was going out.
I like Rishabh's serve. He has one of those old school tennis serves, where you cock your hand back a little bit, take a little bit of momentum and then serve. So very reminds you of like days of Agassi, Sampras, those kind of days, Michael Chang, the early 90s. Ooh. The Raptors are completely taking this home. 11-2 as we speak. 3-1 in the overall fixture.
We are right now in the battle of the kitchen. Both teams thinking at each other. Edge to edge stuff, but
Thamin was going for one of those shots from beside the net. Unfortunately, couldn't pull it off though. Which means that the Starry Smashers have their work cut out. 2-11.
seems like the Starry Chargers seem to be getting into momentum. But let's hope they can come back because right now they're at 3. Let's see where this second serve takes us.
Lobbed up in the air, a little too high for their liking and for the referee's liking. Which means that they get another point. The Starry Smashers 4-11 now.
They're clawing back very slowly in this game, but it seems they're not let going of anything here.
I must tell you an interesting tidbit about the name Raptors. I asked one of their owners in the beginning of the league, and I asked them if the name had anything to do with the Toronto Raptors. Apparently, the owners are huge fans of the Toronto Raptors, the NBA team, and so they named their team also the Raptors. That's kind of an interesting thing because they didn't go for a generic name. Imagine loving a team so much that you name your own team after that. That was refreshing. That was nice. Ooh. Rishabh all smiles. I've been watching Rishabh for so long, and in the beginning of the league they didn't have too many victories, but the guy was always so polite, always smiling. Ooh, good backhand drive there.
The Starry Smashers are still in this game at 4, but hopefully they can claw back some more. Commentator's curse coming into play yet again today.
Getting tougher and tougher right now for the Smashers. 11-4, nice loopy serve there by Rishabh. Plays, but Rishabh was ready for that. Unable to run back and collect it, unfortunately. Good placement there by Raunak. Second serve. Thamin. Gently placed in the kitchen.
Both teams dishing the ball out. Just not letting the other win. Some of these reflexes in that last rally were cat-like. But that smash said end to that.
Alright, 12-4, just 3 points away from another comfortable victory, one must say. The curse of the commentator. Which means the service is back with the Smashers. 4-12. Shail to Thamin. Ooh, what a flick. Backhand flick. Could repeat it, unfortunately. Which means that the Starry Smashers will get 5 points to the 12 of the Raptors.
Oof. Rishabh there showing power, poise and accuracy on that shot. Giving the Raptors, giving Starry Smashers, no chance, no air. And getting the serve back. So interestingly, when you told the Raptors are named after the Canadian basketball team, I gotta say, they had their best spurt of winning in the year of 2019 when they made a very, very, very big gamble on a particular player called Kawhi Leonard. Now Kawhi Leonard was coming from a team in which he has been injured for almost 9 months, and they took a gamble on him saying, hey, you can just play 60 games out of 82, but when it comes time, we need you to step up. And those kind of gambles don't come easy because it was almost a 80 million, 90 million gamble that they had made. And to this surprise, the team against all odds, he came through and they won the finals championship. And it's so hard to win that. So I'm guessing the origin of the favoritism for the team started over there. Because the Raptors are one of those teams in history that has come back consistently. They beat the reigning champions, Golden State Warriors of the NBA too.
My God.
Steph Curry. The legendary Steph Curry was in that team, and they came victorious in that match. So, ask the owners. I'm guessing that is where the origin point starts.
When I get a chance to interview Rishabh today, since he's clearly going to win this fixture, I'll ask him that. Oh! Wonderful placement there.
What a point by the Raptors.
Point.
The opponent also jumping over and congratulating them because that was fabulous. Just feet work, excellent feet work, not footwork, feet work.
Exactly.
Both teammates just going at it. Flawless victory.
Lovely to see a smile on Rishabh's face, and you see, Victory or defeat, no expression at all. If Rishabh were an actor, he would be a terrible actor. Because he doesn't show emotions at all. But as a captain, he's a bloody good captain. We'll meet you in the next match. Thank you.